This is Hinos Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. Now let's get on to the video. Last video of the day, man. And I have to talk about this because I feel there's a need to talk about it. And I feel that there's a need to kind of just delve into the topic and really just go into it. Here's the thing, man. We have to be honest with ourselves. The black boxing community fan base love to poke fun of Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner is a fighter that's unraveling and is having mental, serious issues right in front of us. Adrien Broner has proven himself as a guy that's just not a quality, high-level fighter. We get that. He's a guy that wasted his talents. He's a guy that wasted his abilities. We get that. But we got to get behind this brother, man, because he's tearing down. He's unraveling right in front of us and right before our eyes. And instead of people creating channels to clown this dude, instead of people basically ethering and murking him, we need to get behind him and tell him basically he needs help. Because every time you see this cry for help, this plea out there in the public, for him to have to basically put himself out there, it's an indicator that something is prevalent and something is wrong with him. And if we don't get a hold of this and we don't talk to him and we don't try to galvanize behind him, then this dude is going to fall off of the hinges, man. This is a guy that almost committed suicide. This is serious, y'all. This is not even a funny joke. This is as serious as I'm going to get on a freaking video. No incendiary words. None of that. I'm very serious right now. Here's the cold-hearted, the unadulterated, and the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. Adrien Broner has issues. He has a lot of mental psychosis going on. And if we don't get behind this brother and tell this brother he needs help, then I'm sorry to say it, something bad is going to happen. It's inevitable. These things are inevitable, folks. And fight fans, especially the black community fan base, have been criticizing this dude left and right, getting on him. Now I get it. He has embarrassed himself in a lot of ways. He's done a lot of things that I'm not happy of because he's wasted away his potential. And we get on these damn fighters when they do that. And now this ain't even about boxing no more, man. This is about life. And we got to put the boxing shit aside. And we have to look and see that this is a troubled brother. And he has a troubled issue going on with him. Matter of fact, he has a multitude of troubling issues that's going on with him and that's associated with him. And if you love your brother and you are your brother's keeper, you would want to see that your brother gets out of this situation. See, I'm speaking of this shit from a place of love, man. It's not even about boxing because what I'm seeing from Adrien Broner, especially in the mental health field that I'm in, it's startling, it's scary, and it's not good. And there's an unraveling that's happening with this guy. And if we're not sitting here and talking to this dude and telling him, look, man, you're going to have to get some help. Like, you have to stay off of social media. You're going to have to stay off. Because all of these things are triggers for people like him. He has a lot of histrionics going on, man. Now, I'm going to say this again. Adrien Broner is a histrionic type of individual. I don't know if you guys see this, but this is what it is, man. And he's always looking for all of this affirmation and attention to try to make himself feel like he's something. That's his way of getting out there and around. Boxing, every fight that Adrien Broner has from here on out, the more and more fights he has, the more and more it's going to mess with him. I'm telling you guys this stuff right now. He's a fighter that needs to just retire, go get help, and just stay away from the spotlight. But it's going to take brothers and sisters like me and you that actually care that's going to tell him something like this. Because he's unraveling, y'all, right in front of our eyes. And if we can't see this, then that's on us. Because what I'm seeing from him is somebody that's asking for a cry for help. And he's looking for all of the help in all of the wrong places. You know, it's like that song, Looking for Love in All of the Wrong Places. He's looking for help in all of the wrong places. Let me say it again. It's like that song, looking for love in all of the wrong places. He's looking for help in all of the wrong places. And if we're not careful here, we may be very well talking about Adrien Broner committing suicide or Adrien Broner basically entering into his own demise. This is how serious it is. And if we don't sit here and put forth utmost care and utmost brother's keeper in mind as it relates to Adrien Broner, then that's what's going to happen. That's the unraveling that's going to take place. He's already been unraveling for years now. But he's peaking and he's continuously getting to the next level of this unraveling. He needs help. He needs to get some level of assistance, and he needs to seek professional, counseling. That's what he's going to need. Because if he doesn't get this, I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be bad for this dude. Because I can already see it. At this point, it ain't even about boxing no more. It's about I'm hoping that Adrien Broner can get the help that he needs, man. Because he has himself fed into so many different layers. Some people, they go with the wind, man. Wherever the wind takes them, that's where they go. That's Adrien Broner. He has that mindset of going wherever the wind takes him. And you guys have to see this stuff for what it is, man. And stop laughing at this dude. Stop clowning him. Because deep down, you guys are fracturing a mentally weak, fractured ego that already exists inside of this guy. Let me say it again. You are actually clowning a mentally weak and fractured ego that already exists inside of this guy. And the more you clown him and the more you get on him, the more worse it's going to be. Because when somebody's telling you and their life is filled with clutter, they're all over the place. One day they want to be a boxer. One day they want to be a rapper. One day they want to be a drug dealer. One day they don't know what they want to do. One day they just want to chill. Something is prevalent there, and there's things that are missing. There's a lot that's going on that's not making sense. I knew something was wrong with Adrien Broner when he sat there and had that live sex tape, and he was naked as hell. What boxer does that, man? Unless you're a porn star. And he was naked as hell, showing all his damn business, along with all the females' business, and putting it out there on World Star, hip hop. Something was very wrong with that image, y'all. Something was not good with that. And we have to see that there's something there that's not adding up. Since then, he was showing us that he was unraveling. But we didn't pay attention to the signs because we just clowned him. That's what we do in this black community. Symbolism, tokenism. This is what we do. We're the masters of being clowns and being clout chasers and making fun and poking fun of situations, but not addressing the real situations for what they are. And the real situation with Adrien Broner that needs to be addressed is this brother needs serious help. And if we can't be the ones to call it out and say what it is, then he knows the sport's gonna have to do it through this video, because I can't reach him directly. But I have this YouTube video up, and I'm hoping it gets out so people can know that at least somebody is sitting here saying that there's something wrong with this guy. He needs the help and he needs support. And if you're your brother's keeper and you want to see your brother prosper, you would be saying the same thing. It's really that simple, folks. Adrien Broner, brother, I hope you get the help you need, the help you deserve to get you out of these perilous times and this perilous situation. Because right now, especially now, with everything that's going on and him unraveling the way that he's unraveling, that's a wreck waiting to happen beyond a wreck. I'm going to say it again. It's a wreck waiting to happen beyond a wreck, and he needs to get help, and it needs to be addressed before it's too late, y'all. This is Hinos the Sport, checking out.